Welcome to the ranch. Today, I'm out in the barn, one of my favorite places here on the ranch. Why is it my favorite place, you ask? Well, out here I have so many things that I'm just so excited to use on a regular basis. As silly as it may sound, I have chains. I love working with chains. I have a lumber yard back here. I have my tractor in here. I have my UTV in here. I got everything. We even breed rabbits in the barn. But one of the downsides to being out in the barn is the fact that sometimes it's dark. What do you do when it's dark? You get light. A couple weeks ago, I put out a video about lights that I put on my tractor so that I can see better in the evening. Well, now is no different. Right now in this barn, when we come out here to do certain things, we have a hard time seeing. The difficulty of seeing can impact you sometimes, especially when you have emergencies that you're working on. And so if you have good lighting, and you can see what you need to do, then typically you'll be successful. So in this video, I want to do a review on some lights that I recently got from a dear family member. Here is the light that I'm referring to. Light and lamp, by the way, are synonymous in the lighting industry. So make sure that you know what you're referring to, especially if you're talking to a lighting vendor. They will refer to things as lamps opposed to lights. But if I say lamp or light in this video, I'm referring to the same thing. This is the lamp that I'm referencing, the Deformable lamp. I got this light from my dear mother-in-law. She always does a wonderful job with Christmas gifts, especially when it comes to tools, and in this case, lights. She knows what it's like here on the ranch. She's been here, she's visited, and she's also seen how dark it gets. And out here in the barn, I'm away from the house. I'm away from any kind of street lamps. I don't really see too well out here. And with the little lights back here, not this one in particular, but some other lights that are up in the rafters, it really just isn't bright enough. We do a lot out in this barn, and we've got to be able to see what we're doing. And so this light, once I opened it, I realized this would be a great replacement for out here in the barn. So the greatest thing about this light in particular is a couple things. Number one, you can buy them in different packs. You can get 2-pack, not the wrapper. You can get 4-pack, 6-pack. Was that a dad joke? Might have been. So you can get different quantities, and of course, the more that you purchase, the less it will cost per fixture. Now, the light is very awesome. Number one, it has a down light right in the center. So when you put it in place, it will look like this. And the great thing about this is you're able to move each of these little limbs, I'll call them, or fingers. You can move them any direction you want. Now, one thing that I would say when you're dealing with lights, any kind of lights, it's really important to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting. So one, you want to know what the warmth is of the light. They have bright white, they have yellowish colors, and I'm not sure of all the terminology, but there's a lot of different variants in there, so make sure you know what you want. If you are working outside, typically you want the warmest bulb that you can find, okay? So when you have a light like this, you want that bright white, not the yellowish tint, not a softer light, but a hot or a bright white color, okay? The other thing that you want to take in consideration is the wattage on this, or the amperage. Inside of your box, you'll get some documentation which will indicate to you exactly what you're dealing with as far as wattage, the voltage that it needs to have. And so right here on the back of this paperwork in particular, it indicates all the information that I'm referencing. And this is important because you don't ever want to put something in at a higher wattage or amperage than what is already currently in the space. Okay. The other thing that we want to look at is the functionality of this thing. The ability to be able to either turn everything, again, if you screw it up into the rafter or into whatever fixture you have, the functionality or the ability to not only be able to shine the lights down, but also to turn them up is amazing. Here's why it's amazing. A lot of time, light is reflecting off of something. Out here in the barn, as you can see, all the roof is white. So white is a great reflector of light. And so in the particular area that I have sampled one of these, and I'll get to that in just a second, I have all of them except for 2 turned down. And these are the ones that shine at the wall and also at the ceiling level. So that's going to give us even more light coverage throughout the space that I'm trying to light. Now, this light right here, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description box so that you know exactly what I purchased. If you decide to go through that, that would be great. If not, that's okay too. These lights are available in big box stores closest to you, I'm sure. These are not new, but it is something that is kind of catching fire, if you will. It's becoming more popular because of the functionality. Again, you can put it indoor or outdoor use. Also important to remember. So when you go to pick this light up, what I would suggest is to get one, if you can, and sample it where you want it to go and test to see if it is, in fact, what you want. One other fact that I want to point out to you prior to putting them into the light fixture is when you get your paperwork, make sure that you look to see if there's any kind of warranty. Now, this light in particular tells me that I have a 2-year warranty. Here's what I do. I take this light, I find a marker or something that I can write on for a permanent part of this light, whether it's a silver marker or a black Sharpie, whatever it is that you can use on whichever you purchase. Yours may be a different color. Put a piece of duct tape on here, date it. But here's what you're going to do. If you date the fixture and this goes out within that 2-year warranty, call the manufacturer. I have done this in the past and they honor their warranty. They really will. They'll either send you a fresh box of them or they will give you a gift card to a big box store or somewhere else where you can purchase the same exact light. Now, one of the light fixtures that I had gotten as a gift did not work. And when I had talked to my mother-in-law about it, she talked to the manufacturer. They refunded her all of her money for the entire box. And the great thing about it was they didn't want them back. So of course, we took them. Dad got involved and he was able to fix the 2 panels that were not working. So we got 2 free lights out of the whole deal. So now, through a couple other purchases, we were able to get enough for the barn. Another fact here for you. When you have a light fixture like this, sometimes there is not much room for the threads to get into the light fixture. Some of the light fixtures are deeper based upon the original installation, especially if you have older fixtures where in the old days, they would use halogen lamps or they would use something with a long neck on it. Do not be concerned about that. There is a great little thing down in Home Depot or Lowe's that is referred to as a light extension. And here is what the light extension looks like. All it is a piece that you screw directly onto the light fixture. And now I have gained another inch with this device. This is about $3 down at Home Depot. So if it doesn't fit, it's okay. Now, we've learned about the extension, the light, the do's, the don'ts, where you can purchase them. So now there's one thing left to do, and that is we're going to climb up here and put all these lights in so that you can see what they look like, just like I'm waiting to see what they look like. So we'll go ahead and do a before and after shot so that you can see whether these are worth it or not. And again, this is for you to make the decision, what you feel good about. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get these put in place, and I cannot wait. I can't tell you how excited I am. I want to see what this light looks like up in the barn. I'm excited. Here we go. So there you go. Look at the light difference in here. This light difference is amazing. I'm able to see all the walls behind me. As I said, I was able to use the lighting to reflect off the roof and off the walls back here. And now I can see everything. I can see my wood stall. I can see my rabbits. I mean, look down in there. Everything is so bright. This is gonna be awesome. So if I was to give a rating to these lights, I would say 10 out of 10. Super bright, easy to adjust. I can, wait a minute, why is there a rooster back there? I can see things I didn't even know were there before. This is ridiculous. He doesn't even belong there. Anyway, hey, who likes bright lights out in a dark barn? Farmers do. Until next time, if you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you can be notified each and every time that we drop a new video. And a special thanks, not to the cat, but to my helper tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Until next time, peace. Piggy boo. The things we go through to get the shots we want. Am I right?
Yeah.
The lights. I love the lights. Welcome to the ranch. Today, I'm out in my barn. One of the